Rowena. What are you doing, Ro? Come here. Come over here. People can see you. Come here. Come over here, Rowena. Rowena. Huh. Come here. That cat. Hey, everybody. It is late here. Well, it's probably like 8 o'clock most places. 8 o'clock's kind of late. Rowena. She's, let me, oh. Oh, there it is. Here's Rowena. Say hi. Say hi to people. Huh. She's such a thinker. She was sitting on my desk and then, hey, little girl, what are you doing? She was sitting on my desk and then jumped down. You want to get down? Oh. What are you doing, Rowena? What are you doing? Let's see if I can flip it around. Oh, gosh. She is. Oh, shoot. It says I can't turn my phone while I'm recording. There she is. Rowena. Huh. Hey, Ro. She ignores me. Anyways, I'm on my phone here because I have my computer here to see the, golly, my lighting is so weird in this room, isn't it? Oh, well, we gotta deal with it, people. Anyways, welcome to book club. Yeah, oh, thank you. I love my blanket too. Actually, one of our members, Edith Patchen, she sends me the most fun blankets. She sent me like a coffee mug one, and it's huge. I mean, they are so thick. So I am always curled up to a blanket. And so I switch out my blankets because I wash them, you know, each week. And so this one was in my other room. So, hey, Ann, glad you're here from Tucson. So, oh, is it Cheryl? My Jesus group is doing that for starting in November. So I just got it in the mail. So we're gonna, I haven't even looked at it. Literally, I just took it out of the package before I got on here. So I hope it's good. I'm excited to do it. So good deal. I'm glad you noticed it. You guys got good eyes. Anyways, did you guys get a chance to look at the questions in the book club today? Yes. If you got to look at the questions, give me a little thumbs up. Oh, golly, you can see my pants. So you guys did kind of get to see them? Okay. Well, that's good. Let's see. All right, so we got some people on here. Yay! Yes, I saw that you answered them. I'm so glad. And so, anyways, what we're going to do, because I have to get on my computer to get the questions. Some people sent questions in, and so this is a little new to our, oh, good for you, Mary Ann. I'm glad you were going on a girls' weekend. That's way more fun. Anyways, what happened is that I had asked for questions ahead of time. And let's see what some of the questions are. So we are doing, Valleys, Vehicles, and Victims. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was different than the other one that I had previously done that was doing like the legends and other things like that. Because I thought, oh, it's going to be fall, and I love fall in Kentucky. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a wedding in Kentucky. And so, somebody just messaged me and said, turn the phone. Do I need to turn the phone? Is that better or is that worse? I'm not a videographer, people. Oh well, we'll just leave it like that. Is that better or worse? Oh well. So anyways, so Valley's Vehicles and Victims. So I thought it'd be a lot of fun to get on here and answer those questions. And if you are new to me or this page, I host a monthly book club, and recently it has been my books, but starting with our new Cozy Mystery box, which I'm not sure if some of y'all are familiar with the box. Oh, I'm sideways? Really? Am I still sideways, people? Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Somebody said to turn me the other way. How's that? Better? It's all good. Oh, awesome. Awesome. So anyways, so I don't know if, so I have been doing those book boxes, and so, yeah, totally me, Amy. I know, crazy. Amy, you surprised me. And a question I had asked, and I think what it was, I was almost going to message you about it. I think I said something about where you would go and stay, or where you'd visit, or if you could go anywhere. And you like said some crazy place like Florida or something. And I was thinking for sure you'd say Memphis, but I was like freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, has she like switched? But anyways, because I was thinking you're a Memphis girl. But anyways, so I thought that I would kind of show you what one of the boxes are going to look like if you've got a mystery box. So this is the boxes, which they are so cool and they're so big. And so I don't have it all put together because it's not going to be like this, but I was going to show you guys. So it opens up like that, you know, and inside you will have, and it'll be different, but there is a kitchen tab based on my camper series, and they're all different. Like they're not all this and they're not all French. So they're all handmade, and there will be a couple of different ornaments in there, and they're also handmade. This one is Oh Holy Night, and this one has a snowman on it, but they are all handmade. And so there are other ones that are like clear, and they also, Biloxi, Mississippi. That's right, Amy. So I was shocked that you wrote Biloxi. But anyways, and so there's some that are clear, and there's just whatever. But you're going to get, they're going to get 2 in their box. Also, locally, we have what's called Esther Price Candy. And so it's a company, and so they gave some awesome treats for the boxes. So you'll get 2 of their treats. And also, one of my very dearest writing buddies, this is not the bottle because it's used. You can see it's open. This is my bottle. But she's also a writer. Her name is Delilah Marvell, and she is historical fiction, romance, awesome. And as a matter of fact, I'll be with Delilah for a couple weeks starting in November, and we're doing a writer's retreat. But anyway, so Delilah, she actually makes her own products, and they're all natural, organic, and this is from her woods, and it's a toner, and it's what I use on my skin every night and every morning. And so it says from our forest to your skin, evergreen toner, and so it's pretty cool. It's got the face of a woman in the evergreen. So this is also in the box. It's a sample that she has given us to put in the boxes. And then we also, and I've stuffed it down here because I just, you know, this isn't how I wanted to really show you guys. But anyways, and then you get also your Just One More Chapter blanket, and they're really big. And I don't want to have to open it up because they've been packaged to where they're stuck together. So these are part of the awesome December boxes that are going out. So if you are lucky enough to get one, this is what they look like. You also are going to get a print book from Molly Fritz, and it's signed, and this is the print book. And so that leads me to tonight. So what we did is that we moved the Facebook group over to this author page because I'm going to be interviewing the authors for the book boxes, the Cozy Mystery book boxes, and their book is going to be the book club pick for the month after the boxes. So next month will be Stamped Out, which is my book, and then in December we're going to do Holiday Roast Mortem. That'll be fun. And then in January, we're going to do Molly Fritz. I know that Kathy Daly, Leanne Dobbs, Diane Capri, Addison, Addison Moore, Tracy Andretti, or just to name a few of the people that are going to be next year. So with that, we're also going to have a year challenge, but I haven't announced that yet. So be sure that you're watching this page and the newsletter also. And anything that I'm saying now, you can also see over at TonyaKappes.com under the books pages. And also in the Cozy Mystery box, you're going to get a book from me. I don't know which book I'm going to put in yet. I haven't decided if it's going to be Stamped Out or Holiday Roast Mortem. And so those are just, and also there's going to be some extra fun stuff that are in there. And we might throw in some extra things just to see if somebody gets a special prize or something like that. So those are what is in the December book boxes, which is really totally cool. And I mean, we've already got February's set up. And so again, there's only going to be 60, and so February's will go on sale in either mid-December or January. We're not sure yet, so be watching for those as well. And the best way to be notified again is probably through my newsletter or this page. So that's why we started to do the book club on this page. But as always, I will always go to my Cozy Crew Online, which is our private group, and I'm going to poll them tonight to see if this was a good setup or not. If it wasn't, then we'll move it back, because I always want to keep you guys in mind. So with each book club, I wanted people to ask questions about the book or about the series. But if you have personal questions or just writing questions in general or my schedule, I answer a weekly reader question, and that form is also can be found on my website, or I'll put it in the stuff after I leave here tonight. After we leave here, I'll put the links of everything that I'm talking about in things, so you can just click it and go. So tonight, let's see, Judy Tucker is our first question, and she said, what is harder to come up with, the title or the murderer? Well, Judy, the murderer. I'll tell you what, this is good. Just the hand of goodness, this is what happened. So my book designer, who's Mariah Sinclair, and she's also in our group, she had done some book covers and had the cute campers on them already. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, those are totally mine. And that is, you know, how I got the camper series. I mean, she already had the titles for the first 3 or 4, and then after those were written and before I got those out, then I had contracted her to do more, and we came up with more titles, and we came up with more books. And we are currently working on new titles in December for 3 more of those. So after I get some of these other series out of the way, then there's going to be another camper book coming out. So right now, this is the last one of the year until probably March. And so that is that's why. But coming up with the murderers is really always the hardest. I always know when I'm writing the camper books what the plot is around. Like, I knew there was going to be a wedding. I knew that the father was going to get killed, but I didn't know who was going to kill the father. I knew why he was going to get killed, but I wasn't for sure which person. And so I started to switch in the middle of the book, because actually the murderer in this book was going to be Amy, the secretary, and ended up not. Obviously, it was Carl, and so it just played out perfectly. And of course, Carl needing an office, which was perfect for Dottie and them to have their office. So I thought that was hilarious. So I know, terrible. I get such a kick out of killing people. It's awful. So anyways, so that is, you know, it's harder to come up with that because I change it, I switch it up, and I try to decide, you know, who's going to be the murderer. But coming up with the titles are so much easier because I'll Google or I'll thesaurus murder, mystery, crime, death, and I start putting little words together on a piece of paper and seeing what comes up. So, so she came up with those titles, and then we just went with it. So that's why they're not really ABC titles. Now we're trying to get different titles with different alphabets. Helen Drake asked, and I was just with Helen on our murder mystery weekend, and she said, where do you get your camping hacks? Well, I get them from several places. I think we're going to get a visit from Rowena really quickly because she's staying up here. But I get all different places. We have been camping before, obviously, and my parents had a Winnebago when I was growing up, so we camped there. So we had that. So I get them different places, or I ask people some good hacking tips. There's a lot of people around here. I have a couple of really good friends that go camping all the time in their camper. They have a big camper though, and they haul, like they have a hauler where they haul their motorcycles inside. And Eddie and I actually have been looking at campers. I don't know if we'll ever get one, but we'll see. I have some plans if things go like I feel they're going to go. Hopefully I'll be touring the United States in a camper. So that's a whole nother ballgame. But, and the recipes. So Helen also asked about the recipes on how to make those recipes and how I get the temperature of the campfire. Well, I use, because we do cook the recipes, and we do it over campfire. So also you can do them in the oven too, and I believe I always put the temperature in the oven too. But I always have a thermometer, and you can get those that are for camping for the campfire as well. So we always use a thermometer. Let's see, Sandy Bartles. Hi, Sandy. She asked, how long does it take you to write this book or these series? So it takes me 4 weeks to write a complete book, and then 2 weeks to edit. So it's about 6 weeks process. And so what happens is that I write anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 words a day. And I always tell people, if HarperCollins, who did my Ghostly series, which I've got some fun news about that, so I better put this book down here so I can remember. They only require me to have 50,000 words. So if I can get finished with the mystery in 50,000 words, then I'm golden, and I'm happy with that. I have a lot of writer friends, a lot of very popular writer friends that write between 40 and 45,000 words in a book, but I try to write about 50. So if I can get 50,000 words and solved, then if I write between 3,000 and 5,000 words, it usually takes me a couple of weeks. But then I always change things up. I go back, I add things, and then I reread it, and then I send it to the editor, and the editor takes a couple of weeks. At that time, I send it to my ARC team who reads it, and then at that time, my editor is also doing a third round of edits, and so my editor gets it back, and then it's due on a certain day. Like Stamped Out is actually due to Amazon on the 25th, and so today I was uploading it, looking at it, and I found a mistake, so I have to reformat it, or Eddie has to reformat it, and then I'll have to re-upload it by the 25th because I missed that deadline. Then nobody will get their books. So anyways, so I wanted to answer that question. And then Kia Glover, she asked, will there be another book in the series? Yes. So I am working with my cover artist in December. So if you notice, I just got the covers for Holiday Roast Mortem. Let's see. Gosh, I can't even think of all the names, but I think I just got 3 or 4 that just got up for pre-order. Oh yeah, all the coffee books. And the next June book where she's pregnant. I cracked myself up. So anyways, what happened? Oh, Marianne, that is a quick turnaround, but like because they're self-published, but like with the publisher, then it's a whole nother ball game. So any of my titles that are traditionally published, they take about 18 months. So except for when my deal with HarperCollins, I made a contract that they said they had to put a book out twice a year. So that was in my contract. But most traditional publishers take that long. But anyways, and so I have nothing better to do, so why not get them out? Will there be another book in the series? Yes, Kia, there will be another book in the series. There's going to be 3 more covers that are hopefully going to be finished in December. Mariah does a lot of cozy mystery covers. I'm just not sure. And I just get covers of 3. I always say, okay, I'm going to do these 3 and these 3. That's how we had 2 coffee done and a June, because I'm working out my schedule for 2020. I'm trying not to be quite as tight because I have some other things traditionally that might be coming through the pipeline that I need to weave in, and so I don't want to make promises to you guys that I can't keep, and I don't really like to break my schedule. Another question from Kia was, why don't we know more about Queenie? Well, I'm glad you asked that. You know, she's my jazzerciser, and actually the next book starts with them taking a jazzercise class. So you're going to get to know a lot more about Queenie in the books. I think we got to see a little bit of her during the reenactment in Motorhomes when she was in charge of the reenactment. But she is one of, she's got some mad skills. So I know she's done a couple of grapevine moves that have gotten the killer on the ground, and they've taken away the gun. And so that's been a whole lot of fun. Let's see. And do we have any questions? I'm going to see if I can scroll down to see if there's any more questions here. My favorite move. I know, mine too. Do you go to Jazzercise, Rory, all the time? I still go. It's local, obviously, and so we have like 10 different, things that we can do. So, are there any questions that I can answer? Let's see. It looks like it's a little behind on my screen. But if you guys have any questions, let's see. So the last, I had asked on one of the questions, hey Nova, tell Sarah hi, how you guys felt about using social media in in books. And there's such a fine line about using social media and in cozy mysteries, because it is so important. But I really just like the good old cozy sleuthing. But Tammy said there's nothing wrong with using technology. I think you're right. Let's see. Cheryl said that she doesn't mind using a little internet or Facebook, stalking her cozies. Let's see. Janet Overstreet said that she was fine with it. But I know there was in one point that I had put a Rose. She just jumped down. She was sitting underneath the thing. Yeah, Janet, you are on Twitter all the time. Anyways, what I had used, people do it all the time. I am not a good texter. I'm just going to tell y'all up front right now, I am not a good person to text. And I have an old cell phone that I bought from my nephew because he was getting a new phone, and it's an iPhone, but sometimes it doesn't go off. So my kids will be like calling me. I texted you an hour ago, and I'm like, well, you need to call me. And so, I'm still not very good at that. And then, let's see, I think Tammy just asked if I have my 2020 schedule. I have a couple of events scheduled so far. In March, I'm going to be in Nashville at the BookCon. And then in June, I'm going to be in Cincinnati for the Lori Foster event. And then, of course, I have my train event. I haven't scheduled anything outside of that yet. There's some things that I need to get finalized, hopefully within the next month or two, that will give me a little bit more an idea. Nova wanted to know if I still use my notebooks. So here's an example I'll show you. Okay, so since I am writing currently in the coffee series, I have a whole file down here. And so what I do, well, Tammy, you'll have to watch my emails and our Facebook page. So what I have is I write in my notebook, kind of like, you know, what I'm thinking of or ideas in my head. This is probably something that never even came to life. But, and so I write down my ideas, and then what I do is, this is just an address book that I get from like the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or whatever. I buy them in bulk. And each series has their own address book. So this one just so happens to be for Cottonwood, which is the Kenny Lowry series. So what happens is that, let's see, we'll go to Kenny. So this is all Kenny. This is her stats. So Rowena's like right here. So these are all her stats. She's gonna come look at the book. There you go, Rowena. You might get to see her. There's Rowena. So anyway, so I have stats for all of them. So it says, so then we'll pick out, this is a Camper and Criminals. So we have every single, you know, store that's in there, and who owns it. It has, you know, Agnes Swift, 80 years old, gray hair, saggy jaws, Hank's Granny, police station. She has Fifi's baby. So that's, you know, her page. And then like Hank's page will be, you know, this is all about Hank Sharp. So it's all about, so that's the way I keep my book Bible. But traditionally, if I can find it, see, all these are notebooks for each different, so it says people and places. So Nova, yes, I mean I do. But then what happened is I break them down into chapters. So then I use a little handy little thing here. I break it down into chapters, so I know what's going to happen in chapter 1. The yellow is red herrings. Chapter 2, the yellow is red herrings. I would show you more of this. This is actually the book I'm writing now, and you don't need to know the red herrings. But HarperCollins and most traditional publishers, Henry Press never did this, but let's see if I can, Rowena, she's in my drawer. Honey, you're going to have to move. If I can find it. Okay. So they would send me something called like a style guide. And so this is for like ghostly undertaking. And they send it to me. It's called a book Bible. And they actually write out the characters, if you can see that, and what page they're all listed on. So you know that Hetty Bell is on page 24 of A Ghostly Undertaking. And they also list the places. So this is something that my editor puts together. So it's the places in the books. And also it has like my word list. So things like betcha, bobby pins, auxiliary women, arm wrestling, A-OK, you know, goofy things that I might say. But they have them listed from A to B. And these are just words, like Southern words that I use a lot. So there's pages and I declare. And so they have that. And that's the entire alphabet. So every time that I go to write in that series, I pull out my handy dandy notebooks. Also, with every book, they update these, and so that's really good to have. You know, you have to have a good editor. And then what happens is that they break them down into days. So they'll break down exactly like what happened the first day, what happened the second day, and things like that. They also do like another style sheet, and then they write out all the characters and all of their characteristics too. So you know, it's pretty nice to have. It's pretty handy. But I still really, my go-to, even though I have these for all of my books, my true go-to is really the, you know, the address books. The address books. This was Cake and Punishment under Mamie Bell. I don't know how many of you got those books, so those, you know, are under that. So that is the question for that. Let's see, we'll go back to some more questions. If you have a question, just throw it up there. And we'll get back to, let's see. We'll get back to I'm trying to scroll. It goes so fast I can't hardly see. So if you go ahead and just like this video, we're going to go ahead and give away some prizes. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Pam Jordan, Pamela Riley, are you still on here? Give me a yes. If you are still on here, give me a yes. Because I am picking you. Are you on here? And if you have any questions, just add them. That way, you know, we can see who it is. So, but while we're waiting for her to answer, is Patricia Barber on here? Patricia, are you on here? Let's see. You know what? I can probably see. Okay, what about, all right. Judy, I answered your question. Yay! So you get a prize, Judy. So you get to pick which one of these would you like me to send you, Judy. So you get to decide one of these. And Debbie asked if I was going to be in Georgia. I'm not going to be in Georgia anytime soon, Debbie. I'm sorry. I think the closest I'm going to get to Georgia this year, I think last year was New Orleans, and then this year will be probably just Nashville. But you can come to Nashville and see me. I think there'll be a lot of people there, I hope. But it's also like, I don't know, like 300 readers. So it's a lot of people. And Janet Overstreet, your name was picked, so you let me know which one you want. So we have Janet and Judy. And then let's talk about really, really fast. And no, not Florida. Oh, hi, Patricia. Let's talk real quick about some things we've got going on. So we have the challenge going on, which is the 6-week reader challenge for the coffee series. That people were having problems keeping track of just like downloading the form and then writing it out, because I didn't think about making separate forms. So I made separate forms, and I went ahead and put those on the website. So the challenge has been updated. So if you have started reading the challenge, which is all 5 books before Holiday Roast Mortem comes out next month, then you are going to get a, you're going to get your name put in for a Kindle, to win a Kindle, and it's coming up for Christmas. If you have a Kindle or don't like Amazon, which you should because that's the only place I am, then you can give it away, and that's fine as well. And then also I'm giving out book plates for the print books, so that way you can have that. I know, do you want another one? Oh, Janet, do you want me to, I've got the other one coming to you too. It's just not here yet. The other Ghostly. So you have, just let me know which one you want or what you need. So also, so that's been updated, so you can do that. And then we have the Christmas sock exchange. So I don't know if you guys remember the sock exchange we did last year. So we're doing that again. And it's where you get a pair of socks and you can just send it off. It doesn't have to be anything more than just a pair of socks. It's Janet, you're crazy. So anyways, I love Janet. Janet and I know each other very well. So I'm not offending her in no way, shape, or form. She's a Kentucky girl. Anyway, so what happened is that we are sending off, we're sock pals, and if you want to put stuff in the socks, you can put lip balm in the socks, a magnet where you're from, you can put an ornament, and also that is also on my website under our online book group, and I'll also link it here as well. I think that somewhere on here there is a pinned post that has all of these links, but we'll redo all that anyway, so you'll know I might not get to it tonight. I might have to do it tomorrow morning when I'm doing my coffee. So that is the last day to sign up for that is November the 1st. I know things come up, and what happens is that people say, oh, you know, I got sick, I couldn't go out. Well, you're not sick tonight, or maybe not sick tomorrow. So if you're going to do it, please go out and get your socks, because we did have some people last year that did not get their socks, and they had been paired up with somebody, and me and a few other readers were great enough to step up and send socks quickly. So I have actually, and we're using Elfster this year to do that, and they will automatically pair us up after the 1st. So we should all know like the 2nd or the 3rd. Also, we are doing the Stamped Out, which is going to be a whole lot of fun. So what this is this is going to, this is a challenge, this is another fun thing. So I'm going to send the print copy of Stamped Out so I'm sending it to somebody on the list, which again, there's a link to sign up to do this. If you cannot do it, do not sign up. It is not where you're going to get to read the actual book. What's going to happen is that I'm going to mail it to Joe Schmo and Pismo, and before I mail it to Joe Schmo, I'm going to get like a little flat Kentucky magnet or something. I'm going to stick it inside. I'm going to sign my name and where I'm from, and hopefully the magnet that you send will be from your state, and then I'm sending to Joe. I'm going to take a picture, and then I'm going to put the picture on social media, Facebook, on our page. Also here, I'm trying to get people to kind of migrate over to this page. You can post on this page. So if you're like, oh, I can't post on this page, you can. And what you do is that there's a place where you can post and put pictures, but for other people to see it, they have to go to the community side, which is on the side, or the sidebar. I think it's over here if I'm doing it. So it's a sidebar, and you're going to click on community, and you're going to see where I talk to people all day long. That's our community. So that's our community on this page. But anyway, so you can post your picture there. You can post it in our online book group on Facebook. And then you're going to mail it to the next person on the list, which I will have for you, and it'll also be in here. When you sign up, you're giving me permission to forward your mailing address. So you need to know that, and you also have to be able to forward it on. And it's not for you to take it and to read the book. It's for you to take it and for us just to have a lot of fun with it. And at the end, all of us will be put in for a drawing, and whoever wins actually gets to keep the book. So I thought that'd be a lot of fun just to see where it goes. And everybody say hello to my cousin, Sherry Johnson. She's the one who's making all the cool stuff for our boxes that I was showing y'all. that's all handmade and all different. That's her. It's her business, and she's amazing, and she's working her fingers to the bones. So we got to make sure that we give her a big, huge thank you. Helen, I announced I read off one of your questions, and so you have won any print book from the bookstore on TonyaKappes.com. So if you could look at that, that'd be great. I also have a form that if anybody won here tonight, I will again put the form in the comments because it's easier for me if you fill out a form, and I get so many messages on Facebook, I rarely get to look at all of them. It's just kind of overwhelming, so it's a lot easier to email me. But I also have a form that you can fill out that says exactly what you want, where you want it, and what you want, and where you can send it. So anyways, also we are going to draw again for another fun prize, which is the book club soap, which I found when we were in Ohio on that river with our book group. And it says it pairs well with gossip, wine, and more wine. I think that's hilarious. Also, I am giving away these fun book club little cocktail napkins and an art copy of Stamped Out. So, how do you enter? Well, all you have to do is love this post and also tag a friend in the comments, and I'll pick a winner tomorrow. So if there are, I think there was another question really quick. Let me see who, let's see. Somebody asked, I think they asked a question. I didn't see it. I love you too, sis. I was going to text you today. Let's see. Oh, I didn't see it. But if I missed your question, I will definitely go back and look. And also another fun thing that I wanted to remind myself about the Ghostly series is that I got the first audio of the narrator that's going to be doing the entire Ghostly series. And oh my gosh, I'm blown away. So I'm going to share that over in our online book group. And I hope that you guys join there. If you don't belong in the online book group, I'll also put that in the comments when I get off here, so you can go over there and listen to that. So I will see you guys next month at the, I'll see you way before that on a live, I'm sure. But we will vote over in the book group about the, say my name again, Patricia Bennett Barber. Is that right? Is that what you want me to do? I don't know. So anyways, so I will, we're going to vote. And if you didn't like the setup here and you'd rather do it the way we were doing it, but I just wanted to be able that we can incorporate a lot more people. And that's why here. So again, remember, you can post here, like post all the coffee stuff, post all the fun camper stuff. You just have to do it and then look in community. We are a community. We're a Tonya Kappes community. So you click on that community and you should see everybody come up. So anyways, you guys, thanks a lot. A lot of fun on the book club tonight. And I will see y'all over on the online group page with all the details of all the fun stuff. Talk to y'all later. Bye.